Good evening or good morning where you tune in from. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Moby Screener. Now, if you don't know what Moby Screener is, this has all of the alpha, right? This is where the whales are. This is how you track the real money, the real people making money in the trenches, right? Because at the end of the day, yeah, we scalp, yeah, we trade, but the biggest trades always come on the coins above 500k market cap. Yes, 500k market cap. You gotta get rid of this illusion of price, right? A lot of people message me, they say, Ty, but it seems too expensive. Nah, bro, like any coins that really do numbers, they're outside of the trenches. Now, what do I mean by that? So the coins are outside of new creations, scalpers, and multi-wallet bundles, right? So to escape that and to escape the volatile markets and getting rugged, I like to use Moby Screener to do this. So make sure you lock in. I'm going to show you exactly how to use this and exactly how to catch major runners before they go like parabolic. This is an absolute gem. So Moby Screener, you'll find the website called mobyscreener.com. And on this website, the first thing that you're going to see is this dashboard. Now, there are a few filters that you do want to use, and there are a few different filters that I like to use as well. The first thing is the trending tab. Now, if you go onto Degen mode is going to show you the early runners, the ones that go like 500k to a million, and the ones that just peak up out of nowhere. I'm sure you've probably seen it before, or you've been in the VC in the trenches, and you hear somebody come up and say, yo, you see that coin? Oh, fuck, I was in it at 20k. And then it's just blasting off out of nowhere. Before they blast off, they're always on Moby Screener in the top 10. Now you see it over here, this top 10 section, just above my head right here, they tend to trend in and around this section. You can see you have GOAT, for example, which is one of the major runners right now. And GOAT actually came up on Moby Screener. I think it came up around here. They tweet it all the time on exactly when they call it. You can actually follow them on Twitter as well. And Moby Screener will actually show you the exact times which they're calling these things. Now, it's not 100% right. Everything in crypto is a major risk and nothing is guaranteed in this game at all. In fact, this is one of the most riskiest asset classes that you could possibly be trading, but they are also one of the most volatile asset classes as well. If you actually have a look at the media section over here, you can see they tweeted here, they were actually in GOAT around about the 600k section before it ran to 12 million. You can see here, they even do big DCA alerts as well on major DCA options, and many more. Right? You can see here light as well. This is when they called light. What's that? 400k as well, 500k before it ran to probably 4 million before it ran to 135 million. So anytime there's a new narrative, anytime there's a new major runner, you're probably going to see it on Moby. Just don't get confused about the market caps, right? It's a very tough thing to understand, but a lot of guys will probably get this now. This range over here, when things go into this like parabola, right? A lot of times I've faded coins. I've seen out 2 million, 5 million, and I thought, oh, it's too high. It's never really the case if it has the large DCA options, okay? So that's the first thing. Use your Degen mode, look inside of the top 10. Okay, another thing you can also do is you can filter by launch pads. So anytime there's a hot launch pad in the space, let's say a Jupiter Studio is fairly hot, you'll be able to go on Degen mode and you'll be able to see Jupiter Studio, for example. Let's say Bags is cooking, you'll be able to look at Bags and just filter by Bags on Degen mode as well. Moonit, etc. Believe as well, as I think as a sleeping giant. There isn't no Believe tokens yet, but you can just filter directly for Believe tokens on that as well. If we go to all launch pads, that's one of the major things that you'll see. Another thing that you'll see is these two icons over here. Now this icon over here is fresh. This is like a fresh token. And then next to that, you see another icon over here, which says obviously specifically what launchpad it is, for example, being pumped from. You'll also see these sections over here, which is unique to Moby Screener, which is the whale traded section as well. Now, anytime you hover over these, it's going to explain what they are for you. But the whale section over here is Moby Screener's wallet tracking. It's kind of like using Nansen, but on steroids. And you'll be able to see, for example, okay, these whale wallets are actively trading the token. You can see that this one has 126 whales trading this token specifically. You can see the buys, the amount of tokens brought, 1.2 billion. The amount of times they've sold, the tokens that they've sold, and the net inflow. Net inflow is something very key that you want to be checking over here, because net inflow is going to show you whether more money is coming in or more money is coming out. You can actually see over here, Elon has a net outflow. Sparky also has a massive net outflow as well. However, these tokens are actively being brought. The issue where a lot of people get caught offside in is when they start buying tokens which actually have a net outflow. So you might just be looking at the chart and saying, oh, this looks very bullish, or you start seeing the narrative or people speaking about it in Telegram and Telegram groups. You say, okay, like Sparky might be the next big thing. You don't realize that you're actually becoming an exit liquidity because it has a massive net outflow. You want to be in tokens which, you know, whales are accumulating while they're accumulating, not getting into tokens where whales are actually exiting. You know, that's where that word exit liquidity comes from. Okay, now you can also see other things like net flow as well, volume, which is a key thing. You want your volume to be more than the market cap, right? So if you've got 71 million, this is only has 41 million, so it's less than the market cap. You want it to be something positive. For example, this token, what market cap is this token at? Market cap's only 1 million on TB, but I suppose this is like day one, so it's a little bit different. But you can see the net buy volume is half the market cap, so not too bad, 500k. Okay, and the overall volume is ridiculous, right? 6 times, but that's just because it's a fresh coin, fresh out of the trenches. Okay, now you can also see sell volume as well, and then obviously net volume as well. You can see this one's actually net positive on TB, but again, like I said, that because it's only just launched, so you want to take it time. What I like to look for is shout out Cat, by the way, shout out the Catty gang. So I never knew you did streaming. Yes, if you're watching this video later on, I do streaming. You probably see me live right now in the bottom left, or live like multiple times throughout the day. But what you like to see over here is tokens that are older than a day. Personally, even if I'm on Degen mode, I want to look for tokens that are older than a day or older than a few hours, just so I know the bundles are completely out, the trenches are finished trading with it, the Axiom, multi-wallet, like guys are all out. It's only like a pure held token. That's where you're going to catch the lights. That's where you're going to look for like major runners like 10, 20 million, etc. It's always a day old. Very rarely does the token come out of the gate, run to 10, 20 million. It's so hard for that to happen. Now, still happens, but very, very rarely, right? More so than not, you get your older tokens, 500k, 1 million, 2 million on that dip, that 60% correction, and then you see it run on a second. So always make sure to check that, okay? Now, you can actually customize these filters in the top right-hand section by clicking customize, and you can actually change these yourself. So if you want to get rid of, you know, let's say change, you might want to get rid of liquidity, okay, maybe transactions, okay, and you just want to stick with a few different things, you can decide to change that. I don't really care about that too tough, but I understand maybe you want to, like, you know, if I zoom out right here, you just want to have it a few different things like trending. Now, on the other side, where it says trending 24 hours, you can change it. You don't really necessarily need pro, okay, but you can change it to, you know, let's say 4 hours, 8 hours, etc. If you do want to go for more riskier analysis, you want to look for newer tokens, maybe there's alpha on the 4 hour if everyone's looking at 24 hour. Maybe there's alpha on the 1 hour if you really want to be scanning, or maybe you're actively trenching as well. You want to catch it. But as you can see here, they have tokens at like 5k market cap, you know, what, like 9k market cap. Those tokens, in my opinion, they're not the best tokens to be looking at. That's why I prefer the 24-hour option. Now, you can also create a watch list over time as well. I don't really care about a watch list. I can use Deck Screener for that. The main thing is obviously make sure we're tracking the whales and where the whale's going. Next is Whale Watch. Now, Whale Watch will ask you to connect a wallet. I'm not going to connect my wallet on this, but if you do connect your wallet and log in, you'll be able to see active Whale Watch on actively what whales are buying. And you can actually go onto something like GMGN to track that wallet, and you can see where those whales are going. On-chain analysis for whales is very important, and whales are always changing, right? Sometimes your prime whales might be the OGs in 7-8 figures. Sometimes I've noticed some of the prime traders right now are at that 6-figure range, right? Some are even at 5-figure range. They're the prime traders, but you'll be able to track that over here. For example, you know, when Uranus is running, you want to see what tokens Uranus whales are actively buying and have that set up on your alerts. Now, you can also do this on the mobile app as well. I have this on my mobile app. If you have a look over here, Asset Dash, there's an app called Asset Dash. It's a bit bright, you can't really see it, but Asset Dash is like a pocket version of actually seeing whale watch data. You can set up alerts that go straight to your phone, and it'll be like, right, this whale's buying that whale's buying that. It's very, very, very important you actively use it. You can see, for example, mobile, very, very friendly as well, okay? Now, another thing that you want to look at is on the bottom left-hand side, you see options for DCAs, and they also have this KOL live feed overview as well, where live feed, you can see win rate, live traders, and unrealized gains. Now, this is something which I presume a KRYPTOKIng will add soon, but you want to also see whales which ain't just trading in the trenches, possibly looking to gain copy traders, rug you on 20K market cap, 50K market cap coins, and buy the bundles and rape the apes. They also want to look for people that have large unrealized gains as well. People like Lupia, very, very good trencher as well. JS as well. Okay, these types of people that will be buying coins and hold coins for more than 20 seconds. Okay, they're people that you really want to have on your wallet tracking, not necessarily just trenches on your wallet tracking, because they will drive you through a bunch of psyops, which ends up getting you rugged. Okay, now if you go into Moby Screener in the top left hand section, there is also an option where if you turn off Degen mode, you're going to see some other tokens. Tokens like USDT, right? Remember unstable coin, the token which everybody forgot about? Yeah, it's approaching all-time high, right? Not this one. It's a unstable coin, right? This one over here. It's doing very well, right? 42 million. Now again, down here, you was probably looking at 25, or maybe you was looking at 20, etc., 15, and you're saying, well, it's too expensive. No, guys, I'll always say this, like, don't judge a coin by just its price of token, judge it by its market cap and can it go high. You can see unstable coin has done very, very well, in recent days, and I could almost guarantee you that you would have probably seen this trending on Moby Screener as it starts to go like parabolic, okay? As you can see, like unstable USDT is probably beta to USDC as well, okay? Now, another thing that you can do is you can choose to add a portfolio section. Now, to add portfolio, you will have to download the app. But once you download the app, you can add your portfolio of majors, things like Uranus coin, unstable coin, and any other majors that you do want to track as well, okay? And you can also track DCA option. Now, DCA option, you will have to have the token. Once you have the token, you'll actively be able to see live DCAs of any major coins. Now, this is alpha as you can get, because if you see a major person DCing in 200K, 500K, etc., it's going to help you have success. Now, you don't have to buy that. There is options inside of Telegram. I am part of like other Telegram channels. You see me post it inside of my own Telegram channel as well. A lot of like active DCAs, like active DCA watches. You can get that completely for free. If you want it inside of Moby, you can purchase a token. It's like 10K tokens or 15K tokens, which isn't a lot. I think it's like $1,000 or something like that. But overall, this is where you're going to see major alpha. And it's one of the things which you need to have it bookmarked, have it opened while you're trenching. Because if you have this open while you're trenching, you're not going to miss out on major runners as they come up to their resurgence. And if you're in a token, maybe at a low, you're trying to see how it's going, you can jump over to Moby and you'll see, are whales accumulating? Right? Because whales don't always act on one wallet. I know plenty of whales that have 5 or 10 wallets. They're going to be moving between those different wallets. So you might not know that a token's being accumulated, right? While it's like out $1 mil, $2 mil market cap. Right? You want to be able to refer back and forth to something like Moby where you can actually see it, right? Now, that's just a quick explanation. I just wanted to give you that quick alpha just to let you know, Moby, filter through the different tokens, check for what's scanning in the top 10, okay? And keep an eye out for the whale watchers. And don't focus necessarily on the live feed of people scalping every single day. Focus more on the people with large unrealized gains that are holding tokens, for more than a day or two. Okay, that's a quick explanation on Moby Screener.